I want to talk to you guys about staying consistent enough to accomplish your 2026 goals. I know a lot of you guys set big goals for 2026. There's a lot of stuff you want to accomplish this year. The problem is most of y'all are going to give up. Y'all going to quit on this by Martin Luther King Day, like you've done in years past. I'm going to show you how to prevent that and how you can be more consistent and stay focused throughout the whole year so you can attack your goals with a vengeance and accomplish them. So take some notes right now, because I'm gonna break this whole down for you. So the main reason you find yourself being inconsistent when it comes to accomplishing your goals is because you accept inconsistency. A lot of times people will be working hard for like a few days or maybe even a few weeks, really diligent when it comes to accomplishing their goals. And then they'll be like, oh man, I can take a day off. Man, one day won't hurt. You say shit like that. That's why you're inconsistent, because you accept inconsistency sometimes. Because once you do it once, it's easy to do that next time you feel like taking it easy or taking the day off. You've made inconsistency acceptable, and it'll be easier for you to behave under those circumstances next time you encounter them. Let's use fitness, for example. Let's say you're supposed to work out today. You're like, man, I worked out mad days in a row. I can take 1 day off. 1 day off won't kill me. And let's say you do something fun instead. Play video games or start gooning or something silly, get high. Here's what happens. If you have a pet or a dog, you want a dog to keep doing something, what do? Once you catch it doing something, you give it a treat or a reward. And then you're training the dog to do that again. And you keep doing that over time. The dog gets used to that and it starts doing the thing because it knows it gets a treat, right? Hey, guess what, asshole? You're an animal as well. If you are supposed to do something, but you don't do it, and then you treat yourself for not doing it, what do you think you're training yourself to do? That's right. You're training yourself to be a bitch. That's how you ended up failing at all your other goals, and why most people are going to fail this year. Let this be the last year you go through this charade. Don't treat yourself for not accomplishing what you're supposed to accomplish that day. And here's the next thing. You can also work it in reverse. You need discipline to accomplish goals. You need a certain amount of discipline. Now, here's the thing. Discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. The easier it is to utilize discipline in situations where it's appropriate. When you're in that situation where you don't feel like doing something you're supposed to do, hey, that's the only time you get to use your discipline. Now you got a decision to make. Are you going to do the thing anyway and strengthen your discipline muscle? Or are you going to do something else and treat yourself and train yourself to be a bitch? It's 100% binary. You're either training yourself to be more disciplined and more diligent, or you're training yourself to be a bitch. If you want to become more consistent, if you want to be able to utilize more discipline, you have to stop being easy on yourself, and you have to stop accepting inconsistency from yourself. When you don't feel like something doing, you got to remember, I'm gonna train myself to be a bitch if I don't do this. Or you can say to yourself, hey, no, if I do this anyway, I'm training myself to be more disciplined, to be more strong, to be more diligent, right? And it's gonna make accomplishing all my goals more likely. Because here's the thing, man, it ain't gonna be the last time you're supposed to do something you don't feel like doing it. There'll be mad shit I don't feel like doing that I gotta do. But I reframe it by thinking, okay, by doing this, I train myself to be more disciplined. And I need to be grateful that I feel this way, because you only get a chance to actually train your discipline muscle when you're supposed to do something you don't feel like doing. If you feel like doing it, you don't need discipline. You motivated, you excited. That's cool if you got it, right? But you can't rely on it. You got to strengthen that discipline muscle. And the only opportunity you get to do that is when you do something you don't feel like doing. That's what discipline is. And if you can do that, you can be more consistent in all areas of your life. So you got to stop accepting inconsistency from yourself. When it comes to fitness, I have not had a cheat day or cheat meal in 3 years. It's not because I don't think cake and candy is delicious. Yes, it's scientifically engineered to be delicious. But the problem with it is, when I used to do cheat days, and I have videos on YouTube where I'm doing epic cheat days, I'm going crazy, epic cheat meals and shit. But I would notice after these cheat meals or cheat days, the following days, I would have cravings for those things I cheated on. On the days following the cheat day, it was more difficult to actually stick to my diet. I mean, I did it, but it took a whole lot of discipline. I started to realize, this is how other people feel all the time, because they're always cheating themselves. They're always saying shit like, man, one donut won't kill you. Yeah, it won't kill you, but it doesn't make accomplishing your goals easier. In fact, it makes it significantly more difficult because you induce the cravings when you expose yourself to these things. So if I was to eat some fucking cake this afternoon like a child, it's delicious. Yeah, I'm not disputing that. But the following days, I would have cravings for those things because like those kind of foods, they spike dopamine and they're addictive. I need to utilize more discipline to stick to my diet the following days. And I noticed that once I stopped doing cheat days, I acclimated to my diet more. I didn't really have cravings. And now I'm at the point where I have no cravings. I can be around somebody eating anything and I have no cravings for it. Right? I'm at my son's birthday party, cutting up the cake that I bought, passing it out to the children and the fat parents, and people like, hey, you want some of this cake? You okay? I'm like, nah, man, I'm not a fucking bitch like you. That's what I'm thinking when I'm talking to the fat parents. But in real life, I'm not a jerk. So I'm just like, no thanks, man. Y'all eat it, man. That's for y'all. I wouldn't put that shit in my body, man. You got me all the way fucked up. Here's what I'm thinking. Because if I was to indulge in that, then I'd have cravings following. I have less cravings than you. It's easier for me to stick to my diet than it is for you because you keep inducing cravings by cheating or falling off your diet. Abstinence is easier than moderation. Same thing when I stopped drinking, stopped smoking weed, all that shit. It's like if I would do it sometimes, then I would have cravings. But because I do it never, the cravings just go away. I'm at the function. People are drinking, passing around drinks, and I have no desire to drink that shit. I have no desire to smoke the weed. I was with some people smoking weed New Year's Eve, man. There was some people, they stepped outside on the balcony, smoked weed. I had no desire. It's been like 10 years, Initially it's difficult, but it doesn't take that long for you to acclimate to it and to stop having cravings. Those are the things you need to do to actually become more disciplined. And become more consistent, because to accomplish goals, you need consistency. So number one, stop accepting inconsistency from yourself. Number two, you need to reframe it. When you don't feel like doing something you're supposed to do, you need to be grateful for that feeling and recognize that this is the only opportunity I actually have to build discipline, right? That's the only time you can build discipline is when you're supposed to do something and you don't feel like doing it. That's the only time you can build discipline. If you end up not doing what you're supposed to do, all right, you didn't use your discipline, but definitely don't do nothing fun instead, because then you treat yourself. You give yourself a treat for not doing it, and then you train yourself to fucking be a bitch. And then number three, no cheating whatsoever, right? Because cheating induces cravings. Cheating on your diet, cheating on your bitch, cheating on your goals, anything in life, like fucking cutting corners and shit. All that shit will induce cravings and make you weaker 100% of the time. Hey, and you got to be consistent to accomplish any goals. If you want to build an amazing physique, you want to have a great relationship, you want to be a good father, or if you want to make more money, you got to be consistent. Consistency is the thing. I teach people how to grow their online fitness businesses, and the ones who have the most success are the ones who are the most consistent. Hey, if you want to learn how to grow your online fitness business, I got a free ebook that'll show you exactly how to do it. It's exactly going to break down how you can make your first $5,000 as an online trainer. The link is in the description. It's 100% free. I made my first $1 million as an online trainer, and I've taught over 15,000 people how to grow successful online fitness businesses. And I'm gonna show you how to. All right, let's get it.